Hey there, welcome everyone. So, Zenith came out with a patch today, and normally I make Population 1 patch note videos every time there's a patch released for that game. I might start doing the same thing for Zenith here, depending on how often they update the game and how frequently you guys actually might want these patch notes, if I do a good job or not. You guys can let me know down below in the comments, if you would want something like this in the future, if there are future patches. But I just wanted to run through the patch notes with you guys, kind of lay out the changes. Maybe you're in the car, you're driving, you don't have time to read. I'll go by one of the patch notes that they announce. And if I have any video content or anything to show you guys for the content in the patch, I will go ahead and post it with these videos. Let me know if you guys, want to see more of these in the future, but let's get right into the patch notes for you. So right at the top here, they say this patch should greatly enhance stability and performance, as well as introduce new content for you to enjoy. Playable content that has been added, new endgame content to the game, overworld dungeons, invasions, and tuned the world boss to work a little bit differently. I'm not sure exactly what this means just yet. When we played against the world boss, we were having issues where he had indicators on the ground for where he was going to attack, and sometimes he didn't always hit exactly where those indicators were. So maybe that means that those will be fixed now, hopefully. Introduced 2 new forms of currency that drop from invasion events and the world boss, so new currency in the game. We'll take a look. I'll be streaming right after this, so you guys can come by the stream and check out what this might look like or what might be going on as well. Complete both to get the highest level gear in the game. So if you complete the invasion events and the world boss, you will get the highest level gear in the game. This is really interesting. When we beat the world boss before, he didn't drop anything. So the world boss should be a little bit harder now, and he should drop some of that legendary gear, which will be great. 23 new side quests added to the game. 4 new quest giver NPCs. I haven't had a chance to figure out exactly what this means just yet. I don't know if this means more cooking quests or more quests scattered throughout the world. I'll be having a look on my stream as soon as I get done with this video. Streamlined tutorial and beginner quests. New touchstones with helpful tips scattered around the starter area. So I assume this means there are just going to be little rocks and touchstones that you can go walk up and hold your hand on. That'll give you little tips to get you started with the game. Added several new synth stations around the world. New items available at synth stations. I'm curious to see what this means. The synth stations usually had 2 different levels you could pick from, and then just your standard gear. So I'm excited to see what this might mean when I get into the game a little bit later. New item and godstone modifiers. So they added a couple more modifiers to the game, so I'm interested to see what you might be able to get. Before it would just cooldown reduction, crit chance, crit damage, scaling, things like that for godstone. I'm excited to see what other modifiers they might have added to the game here. Game systems. In-game alerting system. Get live alerts from the developers. So what this means, guys, is if they're going to be restarting a server, they will kind of set I imagine a text will appear on your screen or somewhere in your game to let you know that they're going to be restarting the server. The server just won't immediately go down. News and updates on the main menu. So in the main menu, when you're logging in, you'll have some news updates you'll be actually able to read if you're not logged in just yet. And then bug fixes. Fixed bug with players being stuck logged into server. So hopefully anybody that had a character that is stuck logged in, that should be fixed for you. Godstones now gain XP when players are level 40. This is huge. It means you can actually level up your Godstone when you hit max level. Before, when you got to level 40, you weren't able to level them up anymore. Fixed a bug with some characters appearing as the incorrect gender. Fixed multiple visual glitches with armor. Fixed multiple visual glitches with NPCs. Players can now kick offline party members from the party. I thought you could do this already, but I guess there might have been a bug that prevented it from happening. Players who skip a level will now get godstones from any level that they skip. This is huge. So like on my Essence Mage tank, I went from level 1 to level 3, so I never unlocked my teleport ability. So hopefully that means that when I log back in, I should be able to get my teleport ability on my tank. That would be awesome. Some Quest or Rift cross-buy players will be stuck on internet, or were stuck on internet connection available. Checking account. This has been fixed. Fixed bug that prevented some support Essence Mages from casting time slow. So there's a bug with time slow where you'd be able to cast it one time and then you weren't able to cast it again until you actually unequipped and equipped a different godstone. So hopefully that should be fixed now. And then the quality of life changes. Added a guild menu scroll bar, streamlined godstone and role switching UI, so that entire menu should be different. Excited to see what that looks like. Better feedback when completing quest objectives, so I'm sure there'll be like a little ding or a much more clear indicator when you actually do what you're supposed to do for the quest. And those are the quality of life changes. Known issues. Characters created before linking Discord and Skywave do not have reward items, so you guys don't have your reward items for your beater gear just yet. If you've already created a character, if you create a new character, it should be on your new character, but it says here that this will be added in a later patch. They have another section that says secret Easter eggs, but it just says nice try and doesn't have anything else on it. So those are all the patch notes for this particular patch. What are you guys most excited to see here? I'm excited to actually be able to grind at Godstone XP and check out the new world events. The game actually has some late game content that I'll be logging into to test out. As I said, I will be logging in as soon as I finish posting this video online today. So I'll be streaming live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Sumatchi. Make sure to come by, ask some questions if you have any. And if you have any questions pertaining to the patch notes directly, leave a comment down below and I will try to give it a look and answer it as best as I can, guys. Hope to see you in the world of Zenith.